It's down now to 4 teams remaining. It is the championship weekend. The Scotties here in Thunder Bay. It's Page Playoff Saturday at the Scotties. 4 teams are in the hunt for a title here at Fort William Gardens. This afternoon we start with a wild card Fleury against Team Canada. The 3-4 Page playoff next. How do you like that? Carrie Einarson.
Nice shot, Trace.
The return of Tracy Fleury.
I'm getting better. Yes, hard. Yes. Go, 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 go.
It was so nice to have some fans in the Fort William Gardens, the volunteers and some 50 top juniors invited to be part of the final weekend. Let's get you caught up in what happened yesterday in the Page game seedings. It was Northern Ontario against Team Fleury. And in the third, Kendra Lilly, who's really had a sort of an up and down week, has really turned it on late now as she plays this. And Northern Ontario goes on to steal 8 straight points, and they go on to an 8-3 win, and that puts them through to the 1-2 game. Now in the other game, it was Team Canada against New Brunswick. In the third, Andrea Crawford, my goodness, what a week she has had. This sets up another steal. They led 4-0 after 3 as they go on to beat the 2-time defending champions. Carrie Einarson, final there is 8-6. So what do we know? Nobody could have forecast this. 1-2 Page playoff, New Brunswick, Northern Ontario, winner to the final. Coming up, the 3-4 Page playoff. 2-time champions, Einarson. Fleury, #1 in the world. Loser is out. And on this Saturday afternoon, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Thunder Bay. Cheryl and Kathy alongside. Look at us, matching. What can you say about this Fleury team? My gosh, the heartbreak, the last rock loss at the trials. They didn't do well at the Manitoba Scotties. Come here, their skipper is in COVID protocol. Well, what do they say? They've shed all the tears they can. Just let's move on.
Well, and it's not the wins that build resilience. It's the difficult times. It's the ups and downs. And so use that today in this sudden death game and come together for Tracy. It's only her 3rd time stepping out onto this ice. So help her read those lanes, find the spot, get that broom into the right spot, and play off the advantage that you're 5-0 against Team Canada this season.
So Canada, 2-time defending champions, they do need better starts. But if they fall behind, don't try so hard.
Well, Val Sweeting said, you know, in the last 2 games, they gave up 4, they gave up 5 to Manitoba. And she said, we know that we were fortunate to get back in that game. They scrambled, they left so many rocks in play. They started to run out of time, and then they didn't get the discussions that they needed. Need to start a little slower today and not get behind.
So that is our feature. Who would have ever thought it? Team Canada against Tracy Fleury. 3-4 Page playoff. The winner will move on. Selena Negevin trying to run it back and roll it underneath. Oh, how nice is that? To tie it up, Team Canada. Screening calling line. Here we go. Got it. How do you like that? Carrie Einarson.
Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Team Canada, some last-minute instructions from their coach, Reed Carruthers, the Canadian world champion, with Jeff Stoughton now plays with Mike McEwen as Carrie Einarson makes her way down the ice. And Tracy Fleury now back. This will be just her 3rd game after spending 7 in quarantine. So let's meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's How. And Team Fleury finished with a record of 7-1 of the East St. Paul Curling Club, northeast of Winnipeg, with Tracy Fleury, Kristen McCush, Liz Fife, and Selena Negevin. Team Canada, they are from Gimli, Manitoba, the Gimli Curling Club, about an hour north of Winnipeg. Carrie Einarson, and backed up by Brienne Mayer, Shannon Burchard, and Val Sweeting. So right away you see Fleury is out and has her brushed down. Team Canada has won the draw to the button. They played in different pools. A reminder, 18 teams started, 2 pools of 9. Team Canada went through their round robin 8 straight wins. Fleury went 7-1 to win Pool A. And by virtue of the better record, Canada did get a choice of the stones. They elected to play yellow, and they did have a draw to the button because they did play in different pools, and that was won by Team Canada. So getting us underway, the Fleury lead is Kristen McCush.
Well, and that, Vic, will be the challenge for Team Fleury. Team Canada, you're going to have to try and get that hammer back with a lot of damage being done. They have been, Team Canada, so good this week with the hammer, #1 team.
Line's good. Just top 4. Running a bit. Easy. Top 8.
At this point in the competition, the teams are allowed to select stones from all of the sheets. And just looking at the stones that they selected, the majority of Team Fleury stones come from sheet C. And that was in their win over Northern Ontario, obviously feeling that they played enough of a variety of stones. And most of Einarson's come from sheet B. That was a win against Carrie Galusha.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Team Fleury.
Well, you have to share some intel with Tracy. And as we said, it's only her 3rd time stepping out onto this ice. So help her read, help her get the broom in the right spot. And then constantly survey. Team Canada is the highest scoring team in the field at 8.5 points per end. And you need to be on constant alert to watch those ends building up on you.
Okay. 8-8.
Yeah.
And now the keys for Team Canada.
We saw it through the week, and sometimes it works for Team Canada, but they go very hard for 3s out there. They've had 8 of them this week, but there are other times when they go so hard, they end up making Carrie's shot for her last so tough, and they get forced. And then highly efficient. They are the #1 in hammer efficiency, #1 in force efficiency, and that will be the advantage today.
Yeah, it's just...
Keys to the game, they're brought to you by Sponge Towels, paper towels made for real-life messes. And there really were some real-life messes for Team Canada yesterday against New Brunswick. They gave up 3, 4, 5 stolen points of the 8 that they scored.
Well, both these teams had a struggle, and sometimes you just have to tip your hat to your opponents. I mean, I looked at the shots that Andrea Crawford made to save her team a couple times, and also Kendra Lilly and Krista McCarville were outstanding.
And where will this stop? Back of the tee line, back 4 they go. So back edge, again, we have some people in the stands. Could have upwards of 400 or so. 350 or so volunteers, another close to 50 top juniors in the area have been invited.
Well, just for the juniors to get the experience of being in an arena and seeing the top teams play, and a thank you to the volunteers for all they've done to bring this event here and make it happen in very unusual conditions.
And how cool for a lot of those juniors, Cheryl, tonight, seeing their own hometown team playing in a huge game.
Mrs. M.
Mrs. M.
So the numbers as you see them, they're very low. Just, again, it's you've won 8 straight games in round robin, and then you come in and you play your worst game basically as a team. It happens, but no one could have forecast.
Whoa, off. No. Whoa. No. Close. Close. Yeah.
Losing both their games without last rock did Team Fleury.
9-8. Look quiet. 9-8.
Usually this Team Fleury is around 10 seconds for hits, but we have seen that outturn. It's been constant this week where it will jump.
Can I have a hair less? Sure. Control 9-5. Oh, a little solid. 9-5. Bell.
So by comparison, you can see how important that last rock has been for Team Canada.
Hard. Okay, that's fine.
Well, and you can see the plan by Team Canada. This end is to blank. Take the hammer into the second. Maybe try and set up for something in that end, the even ends.
Those have no time to lower. Sure.
So as we get ready to play third stones, and Selena Negevin throwing the stones for Tracy Fleury. I'm just bringing you up to date if you haven't been with us, with Tracy Fleury testing positive before leaving Sudbury. She spent the majority of time in COVID protocol in another hotel. When she did clear, she came back to the team for one round-robin game, and then yesterday, the team was a different team. Selena Negevin was at the head. She was skipping, first time since juniors. The team seemed to be a little more helpful, obviously, and putting the brush down. What do you think? Maybe try this. And then Kathy, in talking to Selena, back comes Tracy, and they go back into their old roles, where she said, we know our place. And maybe their place really was to help Tracy.
You know what? It's so tough. Selena was very clear. We have our roles on the team, and so for Tracy coming back, they want to provide to her what she is used to from all of them, except that Liz has now stepped back from a lot of the vocalness that we heard and charting the ice and being involved. And sometimes, you know, in the absence of somebody who developed new roles, and it's something that, you know, was really absent last night.
Well, and Kathy, sometimes I think, you know, they both, Kristen and Liz, talked about really paying attention to the pass and the ice, which they typically didn't as much, and sometimes that also helps your own execution.
For sure.
You know how to throw it in a spot. You're paying much more attention that way.
Belle Sweeting.
Here more. Similar, 10. Really similar. 10, 5. Clean. Clean it. Yep. Hard.
So a 78% game last night for Val Sweeting, who's, we saw, I think, at one point in time had her highest game ever, 98% during round robin. It was really a wonderful week for Val.
Oh, she has had a fantastic week. Confident, knows, and it's been, to me, the weights. She has nailed the weights, which then that lends to the shots being made. Doesn't overthrow anything and feel in the draws.
You got it.
So there's the one sheet in play, and we will finish the event on sheet C. So look at this. You go from 67, Liz Fife at second, to 63, Selena Negevin, to Tracy Fleury at 64. There's no help along the way. Everything just sort of piled up. By the time Fleury gets there, playing in just her second game of the event, it was too difficult.
Well, I mean, Kendra Lilly made so many brilliant shots that half the time Tracy or Selena, they were looking at tough ones.
So 9-5? Yeah, 9-6. Okay. Nice throw. Thank you.
So they wound up 7-1. Interestingly enough, their only loss was the first, and the last against McCarville, and then, well, that was Friday in the playoffs. But it was Thursday night, that first game against McCarville. That was the first game that Fleury actually came back and played.
You're more than Bells. 9-5. It's okay, 10. Yep. Hard. Hard. Roll it. Yep.
So you had Burchard at 65, Sweeting 78, and then Carrie Einarson at 70. Their week, well, just perfect until they ran into New Brunswick last night, and that was an 8-6 loss. But again, you go back to the way it started, 4 straight stolen points. And then Canada did manage to come back, but then another couple of stolen points given up, as Andrea Crawford is really one of the stories of this year's Scotties, and the entire team from Fredericton.
Little solid.
You want to try and roll this somewhere that you potentially could get a nose attempt out of Tracy. Swingy spot if you could.
Good, Trace. Okay, that's good.
They had a so-so kind of season, didn't they, Team Canada?
You got it.
They didn't do very well in their
that's good,
slam events. They were 4 and 6 in those, and you can see there, that's not what you'd expect from a Team Canada, but they, you know, again, in the separation, they talked about Val Sweeting being north of Edmonton, doing a lot of Zoom calls, sending her instructions. This is what we are working on. But until somebody knocks them off, they are the 2-time defending champions, looking for the blank.
Nice.
And nice. So a wide open start. One of these two teams will go home. A blank on the board here in the first end of play. This is the 3-4 page playoff for this year's Scotties. Here in Thunder Bay on a Saturday afternoon.
Keep it going, keep it going.
A little chilly, a little snowy outside, so we're glad that we're inside here at Fort William Gardens. Once again, it is Team Canada. And Carrie Einarson from Gimli that does have the last rock.
Didn't quite finish Kristen's draw, so a chance here. You play this hit and roll. You've got a corner up there to use and roll behind.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Solid. Keep one. Whoa. Front one. Whoa. Let's wait. Whoa.
Plan B.
Okay. Sit. Okay. That's fine.
I think that caught them a little off guard. I heard the brushers say solid weight, so I don't think they were too worried about it. And it went when it got to the line.
Curled. Should have kept on it. We would have had it by. Okay, speed's nice here. Yeah, this is a little more here. Okay. Chunk it a little thicker, we're good. Tight! Line's good. We're all there. Yep,
You can wait.
Needs to curl a bit.
Mine will be pretty good.
Okay, line's
Give me
gonna
a
be
broom.
good.
2.5 for each of my room.
Just nothing in the rings on this one anywhere.
12. Full 12.
Okay, just
Just
let it stop.
8 foot.
Okay. It's biting 8.
15-4.
Okay, Liz. Sorry.
Just a little over curl.
Yeah, and deep. You need those. You're now giving Team Canada a chance to roll
Cross the top or nose?
and be in the rings.
Nose.
Okay. Got it, Shannon.
Makes the run back double shorter. Just anywhere tight would have been a little bit better, and tough chase.
2-time Canadian junior silver medalist. 12 and 13 is Shannon Burchard, losing once to Jocelyn Peterman, the other one to Corinne Brown.
Whoa, yep. Other way. Yep.
Roll it, shooter.
You got it? Sure do.
Good.
Oh,
Great
and
job.
look at that. Wasn't planning on it. Wanted to hit it right on the beak, but tucks a little underneath that tight corner.
Just didn't come up as much as they expected, but it's a good plan B call.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Get a little bit of a roll.
Now the Raystone 2 doesn't go, so it's in there as well, sitting open, just off center line, top 4.
Yep. 8.
Liz Fife, Preston McCush. Got it, and avoids the jam, so there they are. Fleury, wild card, sitting 2 without last rock.
Good sweep. Good. Wait, it was probably close.
Just typical arena ice. You don't get a ton of movement with that weight.
Throw here.
Easy to put the broom down.
Really down.
Whoa.
11. Still
Brienne,
really
Brienne.
down.
Hard.
Mayer,
Yep.
and he got the roll.
Good.
And they'll get it that way. I don't know if it's tucked all the way underneath.
No, I think they've got a pretty good chunk of it, Vic. Almost.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, almost all.
I aired light, just it looked like a lot of ice. Weight's nice.
Close.
10, just 10. Hair
Yep,
quiet.
Yep. Whoa.
Little quiet.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
10-5.
Yep. Whoa.
Selena Negavan.
10-5.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Oh, sit down.
Or you want to be hanging around here.
Okay.
Want to make them, force them to do something.
up
Come
there.
on back. No, I don't think so.
So wait,
Wow,
okay,
and
Trish?
you don't want to let them have a chance to play the draw around this corner, which that
Kenny.
does.
Not doing
Even.
anything.
Yeah. Okay. Good throw.
Not lightning, but nice.
It was nice weight by Selena, just did not move.
That's close, Val.
Val
Top 8,
Sweeting.
top 12.
Mine's
Yeah,
good.
I want to go a bit. Top 8, top 8. Go a little early.
It's there,
Room.
Sarah.
Top 8.
Room.
There it goes.
Top 8. Okay, we're top 8.
Mine's great.
Top
Mine's
4,
great.
top 12 coming down.
Yep. Hard. Gotta go. Let's play.
Yeah, gotta go.
Hard.
Look at this go. Look at this go.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
Boy.
Drag it. Drag it. Drag it. Hard. Go. 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 Go.
Oh,
Go.
terrific rushing. Mayer
Okay, nice, Val.
and Burchard as they'll bury it in behind.
Across the line a bit. That's okay.
They get everything they
first
can
one
out
we're
of
gonna
these
host
two
it,
on
sometimes
shots.
It comes down a little bit at the beginning. Yeah, nice weight, Val. Yeah.
I like it.
Do you like bumper? Sure.
Okay. Even, yeah, it's even hack.
Okay, Selena.
So pretty much what you just threw.
Gotta go. Yeah.
Yeah.
To the guard post.
Okay, you got it. Just bump.
Close.
A little quiet.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, weight's
Close.
good.
Yep. Yep.
Weight's great.
Just bump. Now, they've got to save it.
Weight's good.
McCush, right, Fife, left, get it by. Oh,
Oh, go on that.
and
Nice
now
shot,
you go
Selena.
on that. Away it
There you go, nice
goes,
shot.
and underneath
Wow.
to the back with some protection.
Well done, finish.
What a
Nice
shot. Selena Negavan.
shot.
Real
That's crazy.
spot.
Yeah.
Just all made with throwing the right weight.
That's
Well
last
done,
night.
and a good read off her first one for both Tracy and Selena.
Yeah. Just straight.
Curls a little more hair, so it might be a little
Yeah,
easier.
probably
right.
a couple more feet.
This looks like a pile of ice. I think it'll curl.
Should curl in there. Okay, still minimum.
Yeah.
Top 8, top 4.
Down to Johnstone.
They are
Wait a bit.
right
Top
to the
four.
back 8.
Wait. P-line. There it goes.
Johnstone back edge of the 8
Okay.
at about 7 o'clock.
Whoa. Still T.
No, you can't.
Oh, it's back 4, skating.
Oh,
back
they've
8.
just
14-6.
backed right off now. Somebody said it's skating.
Okay. Val. Okay. Nice, sorry.
And they'll have a look, and it looks as if it did stop, though.
Boy, that makes a difference because Team Fleury really has to chase it.
18 teams began play last Friday in 2 pools of 9. Pool A was cut and dry. Those 3 teams making it through from A. Einarson walked away with Pool B. Nova Scotia, they got second by virtue of a wins over Galusha and Zacharias, leaving Galusha and Zacharias to play a tiebreaker, and the team from Yellowknife picked up 3rd spot.
Hack.
Close.
Little solid.
No. Whoa.
Kristen.
Close.
No. Kristen.
Yep.
No.
Whoa.
Kristen.
Close. Yep. Whoa.
Kristen?
No,
Kristen?
really close.
Kristen.
Yeah, Kristen.
Hair
Yep,
solid.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Okay, Chase.
Okay.
I don't know why you weren't moving it.
Yeah.
Try.
Good job, Trace. It's not really doing anything to the wings.
Yeah.
15 is pretty
It's
good.
an interesting setup because the force is on with the 2 Team Fleury stones in there, but That one being back 12 and the high one, you can use it almost as a guard and some
15
backing.
Here, up to game speed in the spot.
You got it. We can let it work for a little bit.
Yeah. Stay above the tee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You got it.
We've heard that, Kathy, a number of times about the brushing, because and how difficult it is if you're the brushers. You heard Carrie Einarson, let it work a little bit and then pick it up, because if you don't, then it just doesn't catch the curl. It's the ice is tricky. You're supposed to manage it, but we've heard that a number of times.
Well, we have, and in fact, last night, both teams that we talked to this morning said that they found it was a little bit different. So as a brusher, you have to balance jumping it early and keeping it out, which is not what you want to do, but also wanting to make sure that carry is there and tucked in.
Back four.
Yep, finish hard.
Yep, hard. Okay.
And they get it, they leave it above the tee line, top of the four. Yeah, Selena Negevin in particular, as we were chatting with regards to Tracy Fleury and helping her. And Selena said, you know, we didn't know where to put the brush. The ice was that different.
Yeah.
It was, and the speed was different too. It was faster. They talked about that.
Okay. Just looks a little hard to get to the.
I like it.
I'll go take a look, but I'm thinking just pick it up.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Should run pretty straight, eh?
Yeah, you got it.
Just going to try and pick it over the top of the back red.
So I thought just peel it out.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Just nose then? Just nose trace or?
No, I'm just trying to pick it.
Okay.
Just looks like it's asking to jam if we.
Yeah. Yeah, like just getting out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should be able
that
to hold it here,
yellow
I think,
onto the
based on
stone
your-
at the back edge of the 8.
You got
Just asking to be jammed. Final stone here in the second. We blanked the first.
Whoa. Yeah.
Tracy Fleury
Yes. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Yes.
off that line. Fife stays with it. Got it. Avoid the jam. Sure did. Oh, no. At the back, it caught the one outside the rings. Now you have to have a look whose second shot.
It looks like red.
Yeah.
That was so well thrown. I think they just needed slightly a bit more ice.
That's a bit of a bad break. You focus so much on that stone at the back edge of the 8, you forget about the one that was at the back edge.
And really tough to do. They've done their job though, Team Fleury. No opportunity for anything more than the force.
And that's a good reason why they went 8 straight wins in round robin. When you have that last rock and you manage to score 2,
Mine's good. Mine's great. All you.
that hammer efficiency, 50%, leading the field.
T. I really like it. I really like it. T line top 4.
Same time.
Now this is a force, of course. A force is a force, of course. You have to go way, way back for that TV theme song. Einarson leads it 1-0. Team Canada forced to a single in that second.
Let her know where it is. Lots of line.
The tournament leaders in conversions fail to there.
No bounce on this line.
And so here in the third, for the first time in the game, it will be Tracy Fleury, the team from East St. Paul, just northeast of Winnipeg and considered a part of the greater Winnipeg area. They do have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
I think that's a big victory for Team Fleury after last night's game. You know, just to even give a deuce up when potentially you do to the team with hammer.
Round better.
You think, oh, now we're down a couple, and that's how it started last night.
Yeah,
So
it's just
nice
hard.
start.
You need to get full 8.
Okay.
It's a little tricky with the center.
Okay.
Okay, I like a round then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Top 4?
Full 4.
Yeah, it pretty much goes the same. We didn't sweep that much. You got it.
I love where Kristen McCush put her first one. A lot of times teams are coming in top 4 and then the freeze, and then it's really hard to score your 2 points, but they're up a little higher as top 8, and then the freeze is almost like you can come around it. You got a lot more room if you're Team Fleury.
Lots of room. Really
Top
hanging.
4, weight's really good.
Okay, lots
Might
of
be
line.
T-line.
Okay, you
We're
might have
sliding.
back 8.
Yeah, we're really sliding here.
Back 8. We're
Full
there.
back
but
8.
I think you're here.
We're there, Tris.
Yeah.
Close. Yep.
Yep. Okay, not bad, Kristen.
Still came
That's
down
fine.
the house a little, hey?
Yeah, 13-9.
But just didn't catch the curl.
No.
Yeah.
If you don't have Crave, well, you're missing out on the latest hit movies and the most talked about shows streaming this February. Plans for mobile starting at $9.99 per month.
Weight's nice.
Yes.
Bumper down.
Hard.
Hard, hard.
Hard.
11-5.
Hard.
Yep, gotta go.
Oh.
Boy.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard down.
Wow. That was a shot. That was 4-part harmony. That was
Oh, okay.
the
was
throw,
good.
the line call, and the brushing.
And fitness. That was
Good sweeping, Val. Way to go.
to hold that to get it.
Good sweep.
That on Brienne's first one on the first end.
Okay,
Back
line's
4.
good.
Back 8.
Back 8.
Okay.
Line's
12.
nice.
Line's
Okay, make
good.
sure you're on the yellow then if you're heavy. Yep.
Clean, Selena. Clean.
Yep.
Hard, Selena.
Yep. You gotta hold the line.
Back 12.
Hold the line.
Clean, Selena.
Okay, well.
Just clean.
Well.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. 13-5.
Okay, good
Let's
sweep.
try and get that roll if you can get
Looks like it was
behind
really
yellow
going.
red here. Makes it very tough for Team Fleury to chase. Might force the draw game.
There more. Yeah, a little more weight.
Clean.
Whoa. Solid.
Whoa.
10-5. Yeah, 10-5.
Yep. Roll it away.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
We don't want them to freezing over here.
I know, but we'll be shot up there.
Oh, okay.
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 I'll leave that on the edge.
Okay.
Shot rock does belong to Team Fleury. That's the red zone center line. Top 8 foot. Liz Fife throwing second stones.
Okay, line's good. Let it work a little.
And you
Okay,
can
let
make
it work.
this freeze and be second
Line
shot.
will be good. Yep. Starting to curl.
Line's great.
Okay, line's really good. Right to it.
Yep.
Line's great.
Yep.
Line's really good.
Hard line.
Yep. Hold it.
Hard
Hold
line.
the line.
Hard. Gotta go. Yep.
Your line's
Yep.
great.
Right to it. Go.
Go.
Okay, good sweep. Nice shot. Okay. 15.
And it looks like it's the second shot.
Just.
Sorry, Liz.
I thought it was in.
Maybe
I
just
wanted
like
that back though.
cross
You
there
can play a
and-
hit and roll off it.
And I'm
What's
gonna
that?
run. Yeah, I think the hit and roll is there. Even if it catches a piece of ours, they're both going.
Do you like firm?
Yeah, it looks like I just dead jam.
Well, with firm, you will.
Even if we
You'd
lose
have to
everything,
throw like
it's
10,
fine.
so you don't
Yeah,
have to hit
yeah.
as much of it.
So I'd rather play it the other way and just try and stuff our back yellow.
I'm a little bit surprised with the weight because with firm you have to hit more of that red stone so that you don't roll out, and that brings the yellow and a jam into play. So I would have thought she would have played maybe a board down weight.
Pick's not bad either. Other than jamming.
It's not a lick yet. Some dust now. Burchard, and away it goes. Was the fear if you played it softer and looked for the roll, was there a greater chance of maybe a jam?
There was, and I think that was the concern, Vic, because, you know, we're only in the third end. Do you know that spot exactly for that down weight? So a little bit more confident throwing the big weight. And you heard Carrie say, even if they all go, I'm not that fussed. So the jam would have brought in a 3 to play.
Corner freeze.
Again.
Trying to get down to that stone back edge of the 8.
Yeah, 14-6. No taps.
Selena Negovin.
Good sleep.
And all on its own there.
Okay.
Maybe just not a little higher. Needed a
Yeah, just a foot higher.
Doesn't catch the curl if it has like slightly more weight.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
So now
Right,
you make the
good.
hit and roll, Vic. Red's going.
It's just normal.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
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 Burchard
Whoa.
out of her hand. Now backs off. Looking for the little roll behind now. And they'll get rid of the red. Backing 2, but sit there. Shot rock, edge of the 4.
Nice one, Val.
Good shot.
I was making sure to lose for sure. So at least
Yeah.
good throw.
But Team Canada's working their way higher in the house. Now, if this roll is made, which is going to be rolling to the right as we're looking at it,
10.
it's high enough Team Canada
Little
can
quiet.
chase and try and get that roll and be shot.
Wait, good.
Whoa.
Whoa. 10.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa. Kristen. Liz. Close.
Gotta
Go, Liz. Gotta go, Liz.
And to hold it right there.
Sink. Maybe.
It's going to be close, though, I think, for that
Okay. Good.
second
Good.
shot at the moment.
Good shot. Yeah, I think so.
That just rolled to the outside. I think yellow's got him.
I think you're right.
So close. Great throw.
I thought, okay?
Yeah.
I think they're at the 10. You're really close. Or do you want to come across the
I talked to Val
think a
before
little-
the
I'm okay
game
with this
about
turn.
their
I think
0-5 record against Tracy Fleury, and she said all of the games are very much like what we're seeing today. Really close games, lots of great shots. She said the first game that they played, they had the shot to win, and they just didn't make it. And just not feeling like they're an 0-5 against this team because they've had really great games. She just didn't feel like they had blast rock at the right time.
Yeah, I think they are all one-shot losses. She, if she remembered correctly, last stone kind of thing.
Seems like you always, Kathy, have that in a season one team. You just can't beat them.
Struggle to.
Now they can roll for shots here and be above the tee line or at least on it.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Mayer wants to go.
No.
What's the roll?
Sorry.
And
That's
there it goes.
okay. Not bad.
So hits it a little too thin. Do you
That's
think
okay.
that's an indication of what we talked earlier, Kathy, about the rushing and maybe hitting that stone just a little too quickly?
Yeah. Half
Or
and
it's
four.
just,
I think tuck a piece
we
that
talked
way.
last night that it was a little bit different. This spot, you remembering there's no other people out here now. It's single sheet play. It can be a little bit straighter with up weight.
Yeah, the airflow,
we've
again,
thrown, like,
it's
a
true.
lot
It's just different with just the one
Half and the 4 is perfect. Trying to tuck a
sheet
piece
of ice
around.
in play.
A 15 should be good. Yeah, even a low 15 will probably get there.
Yeah, I think so.
That
Okay,
has been the
you got it.
speed
Let's make
pretty
it.
much all week. 15 second, 15-2 hog to hog. It's been beautiful.
That little stagger, and again, I know they've played everything down this side, so that probably answers the question. But is it the little stagger, those two stones, top 8, that forces you to play this out turn?
Well, and it's your opportunity to sit your 2
Okay.
T.
and then make it really tough for Team Canada
Top
to chase if you can get it
Yep.
around.
Wait's really good. Yes. Top 4. Line only. Top 4.
So you compare that to the 50%
T-line. We're
of
heavy.
Team Canada, 38% for Team Fleury, and that puts them
Back
number
button.
5 in the field.
Back button.
And around they go,
Okay.
and deep they go.
Slide there.
The numbers are hard to compare these two teams this week because Selena skipped for most of the week. And so, you know, a different, as much as she plays with Tracy, different strategy, different thought process, maybe not as aggressive.
It's like as if Russ is in the booth, and I'm channeling my inner Russ. The thing that he quite often says, you're playing down this path, these paths, this side so much now.
Yeah.
You have to remind yourself it's
14,
going to be
15
quicker.
here.
It's been so many rocks down, and that's kind of, the brushers will pay attention to those lanes, and you need to know it. Chance to get out of this end.
Exactly.
Exactly.
little light. Not bad though.
We're there.
We close. Added.
That's why you're.
Close.
Back 4. Whoa,
You win
running
8
like
straight.
it's hot.
Just
Okay,
didn't
we're
win the
close.
big one yesterday. The most
Back
important
4.
so far. This is, of course, the
We
most
can
important
wait.
game now.
We're back 8.
You win, you move on.
Go, Dan, go. It's hard to try and...
Fast down here.
Okay. It's not getting...
There you go. There you go. Wow.
Okay. 14.
14.
14.
Russ is saying, that's my boy.
Sorry, guys.
So proud of you.
Yes.
Glad someone is.
Oh, no.
You just
Yeah,
go
I think
back,
it'll
though,
still
to
fly.
Kristen's draw, which is still
14.5
there.
on my
Top
first
8 foot. Kept enough room
Trace?
for Team Fleury.
Shoot for T.
Negotiated all the hit and rolls, and they're going to get a chance at a 3 here.
Wow. So the team all week best at conversion, scoring 2 or more with last rock.
Okay, wait
The
to be
team
close.
that has been best at forcing
weight's good.
all week
T. Weight's
is
nice.
about to give up another 3 spot. Team Canada.
Okay, we're still there.
All there.
T. Back 4.
Not a
coming off.
lick, as this has just got to settle
There you
on
go,
its
Trace.
own.
Really nice.
And there they are, 1, 2, and 3. Tracy Fleury, of course, played for and played out of Northern Ontario, out of Sudbury, getting some support here from the crowd at the Fort William Gardens, and one of those on hand and watching. She'll be in the 1-2 page playoff tonight against Northern Ontario, Andrea Crawford. They practiced this morning, as did Krista McCarville and Northern Ontario at the Scotties in Thunder Bay. Well, you can enjoy spectacular views of Thunder Bay from the Terry Fox Memorial that opened in 1982, dedicated to Terry Fox. The end of his marathon, September 1st of 1980, marks the spot where he ended his run. And on the monument itself, you will see all the places that he passed through on his cross-country marathon of hope. And there are some of the views, and just off in the distance, the city of Thunder Bay. Here for this year's Scotties.
A 2?
And what a huge 3 that is. An overthrow by Carrie Einarson with her last. And Tracy Fleury puts a 3 on the board. It's already a furrowed brow from Carrie Einarson, who has the last rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstone.
Line's good. Let it work then. Got to split center. Okay, line's getting better. Line will be close. Line's good, right to my broom.
We're there.
Okay, looks like it's coming down a little.
No, it's there.
Okay.
Line's
Needs to
great.
stop
Deeper
then
than your
for
broom,
curl.
maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
deeper. Sit.
Pretty good.
Sit down.
It's good, Liz.
Good.
Nice shot. So this not getting out to you on my first?
Good.
Or just a little light, I guess?
No, I think it was a good throw.
Yeah, I just can't figure out my...
Here, last. Sure.
Yeah. All right, let's make this here. Get out, Jill.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Whoa.
That's good.
Oh, goodness. Bang, bang, bang. And gets 2 to go.
I think they would have preferred the top red double on that one. That backstone was back 4 and probably not hurting as much, but just did not come up enough. Now, Tracy's going to use these as double guards, come right around.
Yeah, that's lined up. Leaves Fleury sitting the 1.
Line. Oh,
Shot stone just
whoa. Have room still. Close, Lena, close.
Line only.
kissing the top edge of the 8-foot.
Yep. Line only.
Back 4. Well, yep.
Wow, that
Swing
bust.
sideways.
Back button.
Whoa.
Does it ever?
14-6.
Ah,
Good, Liz. Nice shot.
2 great shots by Liz.
And to the back 4, they knew it.
14-6.
But now Team Canada's running in their own, and You get this right, and you could spring it behind those corner guards and make that double.
Shannon Burchard, Sweeting, called right off. 1-2, and drives it by. Still leaves it under cover, maybe a little exposed. That shooter rolls over a little bit.
I think the bad part is that they're now staggered.
Yeah, they're hooked, yeah.
Not a lot to run back. The outside yellow. They make this good. I think Team Canada will be running up to open it.
Top four. Top four.
Team Fleury has Team Canada and Einarson chasing as we play here in 4.
No, we're T-line. It's really sliding.
Back 4.
It might be back button.
Well, as much as I asked Val
Wanna go
about
around
that
it?
0-5, I asked Selena about their 5-0 record against this team. She wouldn't tie it just to this team. She said, you know what, it just really reflects that we have had a very good year. And in games that we play against Team Canada, we're just doing the right things. It's not about this team in particular. It's about playing well.
If you're any bit heavier, it's just
hang out there.
You can't.
Chance to maybe get out of this for Team Canada. Just sliding deep. It's that side we talked about. So all rocks have been, and all play has been down this right side of the sheet. It's fast.
Top 8. Line's really good. Yep. Hard. Hard line now. Hard. You gotta go left side.
So got some room now. They've got some room. Question is if they've got the weight. Burchard, Mayer dragging it around their own. It's going to come up light again. So further to Kathy's point in this outstanding season that they had, Fleury, they are ranked #1 in the world, but because of pandemic, they combined this season's play 25% of the 19 and 20 season. But you can see how good they are. #1 in the world. With Jennifer Jones off to the Olympics, as is Hasselborg and Muirhead and Kim from Korea. So 4 of the 7 teams listed in the rankings are at the going to be playing in the team game in Beijing.
Great weight.
Nice shot. 14-9.
Just one team not capitalizing. They had an out with Selena sliding deep. Team Canada did, but coming up short, and now
If anything, I'm missing a piece.
no mistake on the last one.
I think it should come up here.
Okay. Yeah. What are we going for? Like nose?
Yeah, nose double.
Okay.
Ten.
You got enough to get the shot stone, angle it back?
I think so.
Clean.
Whoa. Oh, Shannon.
Over that way.
Trying to help this over. Help this over. Stuffed it. And then
All right.
avoids the stone on the way by. So again, here we go. It's
Okay, Val.
Fleury sitting 2. And Team Canada continues to chase.
No. But then she comes off of it. Eh?
Whoever just
Out of
guard.
Well, she has this, right?
So you want to try to roll all the way over there then?
Well, do we just
Even if you over-rolled.
Is rolling here any good?
Got a couple options here. You could play
But
that.
then we just guard.
The concern, though, with the score,
Can you block her freeze a little
you
bit?
could
if
play
you
this hit and roll too, and try and
that.
roll
We just
your
have to be
shooter
careful
over
that we
into
don't-
there as well.
Yeah. Like it?
Set up the double of that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you're seeing,
Yeah,
Chris.
9. Just roll it in a little bit. Throwing one in.
No, we're going to hit.
Yeah.
2 rocks in, it's right here?
Yeah.
Should try to figure out
The
like
9.
I think the score dictates you
There's
hit.
options though.
It just looks really, really well set up, though, to
roll
play
in
that
a
draw,
little.
top 4, top 8.
So this way.
Okay, Trace.
What kind
So
of
you want
weight? A 9.
Okay. So you want to just roll in like a rock or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 2 rocks. Yeah.
Okay. If
How
it happens to
crucial
go, we can always.
Is the roll, not one rock.
got it.
We have to roll
Okay,
2
you got it.
rocks.
Well, I think that the more crucial, I don't know if I'd roll that much because I would worry about a double. It'll be higher and it would be thin. That's the only risk you leave here. So I think by the roll, they're making that double tougher.
9.
So by that, only 2 games lost, 2 in a row lost.
Good. No. Close. Yeah.
Once in their season speaks to just how good they have played, how well they have played. And now, and over. So more than 2 rocks, but over on the corner, and
Sorry.
you can see, I would think, almost all of it.
Just waited too long.
Curled hard at the end. Oh,
Yeah,
the
I slowed
waiting.
down.
Yeah.
Had this rolled right on top of red, it would have been pretty good.
Jiggle them.
Just no gear effect there.
No.
Nose isn't bad because then you skip right
Then
there.
you're still in front of their back 8-1, right?
Should be able to get it with.
Yeah. You've got like edge on edge.
Okay. 10.
Yeah, make the double.
Yeah, I think so because then the back one's going to be in their way to remove it.
Yeah.
I like right on the nose.
'Cause otherwise they just cap us and then
I agree. I don't like the tap. It's just too late.
So there you go, Mayer and Burchard in a conversation of their own down at the hack end.
All right, right on the nose, Carrie.
Okay.
You got it.
Can you get to the nose?
You can.
Okay.
Just.
I always appreciate that and admire
time
that.
less yet.
The best teams are so engaged.
I like it.
Down at the other end at the house, there's the third and skip, and at the other end, the lead and second are in a conversation of their own.
Well, it's so natural for those two because there's 2 skips down at the other end and they've done it all their life.
9-5. Little solid.
Well then.
Whoa. Shannon.
Yep.
Yeah. Hard.
nice shot.
Wow, lovely to get there.
Great
Just
shot.
well iced
Good
and
call,
well
Val.
thrown. Whew.
There we go.
Yours will come out more better than mine. Good shot.
Yeah. Mine always curl more.
Bumper trying to hang it in the 8 foot so that we're sitting 2.
Okay. Okay, Trace.
Hey, Trace, you got it.
Okay, let's make it.
So the 2 best skips at the curling trials in Saskatoon.
Need to roll this, Vic, to not leave a double for
Wow.
2.
Clean. Weight's good.
That's great.
Final stone for Fleury.
Real solid.
Kristen, go.
And McCush trying to help this over here, taking that
Okay.
Hard, Kristen, you gotta go. You gotta
curling
go. You
edge.
gotta
Watch out.
Hard, Liz.
And away it
That looked
doesn't
like a
go.
lot of ice.
And there you go.
Okay.
So
Okay.
a chance to get the 3 right back here, Team Canada.
go. Wait, sorry. Heavy edge? Yeah. What'd you get?
An 11.
Okay. I still thought it would be a bit closer. Yeah.
I think we could have afforded, I guess, less. Like, with how you're hacking.
Yeah.
She just saw Tracy's here too, so.
All right, Care.
Hey, guys.
I'll ask you quickly,
Yeah, I
Kathy,
love it.
again, if that goes to the conversation of
Like lots.
if Selena had been
She
throwing a
had
4
more
stone,
room
there
than
would have been
us.
more
Yeah.
discussion.
Up at the end and
Now with
stuff,
Tracy
Yeah, she
back,
had like, I
third
think,
game,
4.
albeit,
So I think this is close.
should they have been more involved in the choices made there?
It's so hard because if all of a sudden there's more involvement, it starts to pick away at the confidence of Tracy Fleury. They have a routine in their team. It changed in her absence, but you can't force it back.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep. Hard.
Whoa. Shannon.
Shannon, gotta get over here.
You've got the chance for 3 here. Burchard,
Hard, Shannon. Can't hurt it.
and well managed. And for the 13th time in this year's Scotties, Team Canada scores 3 or more.
Called it well.
Coming up later today, it will be Northern Ontario in the 1-2 page playoff against New Brunswick.
All right.
It's the 3-4 page playoff game from this year's Scotties here at the Fort William Gardens in Thunder Bay on a Saturday afternoon.
It's good.
Might be now.
As we said earlier, I don't think anyone would have predicted this as a 3-4 game, not coming in with the kind of records, reputations that they had, but
Getting into the
it
slower
is
stuff now.
the #1 team ranked in the world, Tracy Fleury against the 2-time defending champions, Team Canada, and Carrie Einarson, and one of them will go home. The winner will advance. So Canada gets 3 right back, and we go to the 5th, 4-3. And it is Team Fleury that does have Last Rock playing the Redstones.
Wait's good.
Team Canada's guard didn't quite come up, so a chance here for Kristen to chase.
Nice bump. Selena, hair down. Oh. Selena. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Great. Gotta go. Gotta go. Nice, Kristen.
Had a girl.
Good shot. Nice weight.
Good shot.
Good. Weight's good. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa,
Clean.
whoa.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Foul. Foul. Looks close though. Yep, keep going. Go. Yep, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Good speed. Good. Okay.
Hey, Val.
That's okay.
I thought it might come off that line a little bit more.
Yeah.
So okay.
A little less.
Time to try to use that corner. By Team Canada not rolling into the forefoot, and Tracy's probably has to chase.
Hard line. Top 4. Yep. Room 8. Room. Line's good. Line's good.
Top 8.
Line's
4.
really nice.
Coming down. Yep, half in the 8.
Yep.
Go, 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 go.
And use it they do.
Okay, that's good though. Good. That's good. Nice shot. 14-9.
So it's a nice bounce back after you score and give up 3. You come right back with your own 3, and very nice shot here by Carrie Einarson.
Well, you have to capitalize on these opportunities, and they left this double there, albeit not an easy one. She has to hair that top one, rush it the whole way down, makes it perfectly. And then it forced Tracy to a tough shot, and she rolled out, and that gave them their 3 back.
Throwing 90% on her takeouts is Carrie Einarson. The key shot is brought to you by OK Tire. It's going to be OK. Burchard, and runs it by and doesn't hook them. So a chance here to have that house split and sit 2 for Fleury.
Good sweep. Almost had it. Had to air that way. Yeah.
10. A little solid.
Clean.
Yep.
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 Go. Right to it.
Negative. Watch out now. Oh, and underneath. Very nice.
Liz's first one.
Not sure they really like that very much.
Why is that?
Well, because now it's
14-9. Okay.
you freeze, and how do you score 2? And if they'd sat out in the wings,
Good pass.
it would have forced Team Canada to chase them a bit. They could have maybe got a roll, but this could make it tough for your deuce.
That's tough to see for a
Disregard.
club curler, because you're thinking that's wonderful. But I know where you're coming from.
It looks pretty.
Oh, no, it looks very good. But again, and it goes back to what you and Kathy have said. Suddenly the scoring area is a tin can.
Yeah, it's too small.
Yeah. You got to get it there, though. You got to get it there.
Get second, get second.
And second they do get.
Sorry, there's no time to switch.
No, it's okay. It all worked out.
So try and get second, take this in-turn away from Team Canada, freeze down. If you can get second shot, just top 4 is perfect.
Okay, wait. Line's close. Clean.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Close
T
to
line.
Yep.
Line only.
Top
Top 4.
Line's good.
We're all there right now.
Okay, line's great. It's all you.
No, we're all there.
Back 4.
Right to it. Tapping
Back
it.
button.
Liz.
Back 4.
Whoa, you're
Back 8
back.
almost.
Whoa.
Almost back 8.
Okay.
Okay, Sina. 14-3.
Okay.
Boy, trading opportunities in this huge game.
Yeah, that was it was the same way last end, Kathy, too. Yeah, felt like it was back and forth, back and forth.
Look at that. Kicking that hard.
Playing down to Shotstone again.
They are.
Okay.
Top 4.
All right. Val Sweeting.
T, top 4. T line. You can be patient.
Line's good. Yep.
T.
Yep.
Line only.
You're all room. You're all there.
Line only. T line.
You don't hear that very often.
Down. T.
Leanne Mayer, we can be patient.
T line.
Still lots, still lots. Back 4, back 8.
Shannon.
Back 4, back 8.
Shannon. Hard. Try and get to it.
Don't.
Go, go, go.
Right to it.
Well, it's interesting what you say, Vic, on the be patient. Reed Carruthers has joined this team as the coach at this event, and one of the biggest things that he has given them is some extra tips and tricks and tips. And Shannon said specifically for the brushers, halfway down and to the house, different words, different messaging. Those are things that they're trying to elevate their game and be more precise.
That Canadian and World Championship with Jeff Stoughton, now playing, of course, with Mike McEwen. And has many summer camps, curling summer camps. So he's a natural teacher. And he does teach. He's got it? Sure do.
Nice shot,
Look at
Selena.
that. How
Girl.
nice. Very, very nice.
Great shot.
That is a fantastic shot. They had
Atta girl.
nothing
Atta
else.
girl.
Had to play off their own. Still leaves a freeze, but it's much better than it was.
Beauty. Look at that shot.
Well, after trading these chances, so they are sitting the 3, but there is room to get in there.
15 here? Yeah.
Get really close. Both sides are pretty even.
Yeah. Right to the back line?
Yeah. Okay, so back 4.
Surprised they say that they'll go to the back one and not leave it higher in the, if you can get it top 4.
Well, I think the risk is, Vic, you leave it a little bit higher. Could they pick it through the hole? And you're really just trying to hold them from scoring a bundle this end. So I think the freeze is the call, because the draw for 2 is really, really tough.
Draw may be a concern, just 67%.
Wait's really close. It's really close. Back 4, wait's really close.
Shannon, you gotta go.
We're T line.
Hard.
Again,
We're going to be
Berser
heavy if she keeps going.
trying to get it across. And down to the corner, and they are sitting the second shot.
Yeah, really nice weight.
Don't say it very convincingly, but it looks it.
But I think you're right.
Just hammering them out of my hand.
Yeah, and there is a very good chance here to sit
Yeah, I think
4.
Throw a couple feet less, take less ice.
Did you hear Carrie there? She said under her breath
Yeah.
to Val, they're just hammering them out of my hand.
Well, and that speaks to what the brushers were saying earlier about be patient, and they're just not, and then the rocks are sliding on them.
I have it again.
Yeah, right beside her.
Maybe not thinking she can get to that yellow with any weight, so just going to play the freeze.
Yeah. Is it 14-7?
Yeah. Seems like it's just not catching the curl if it's there on its
Full
own.
4.
Okay. 15 is good.
You got it.
You got it. Let's make a good one.
Would you ever play something a little bit more up weight? You'd have to flirt. I'm thinking with those 2 center guards and try get across the nose.
I think you could if you had, what their concern is it doesn't seem to be enough curl to play that, and you'd have to have a little extra weight, and then they're not moving.
It's nice.
Line's really good. All you.
But I do think it would be there in a swingier spot.
Top 4. We need full 4.
Still sliding.
5.
Full 4. Line's great.
Wait's really close.
Left.
15-3.
McCourt. Right.
Close. Right here. Go for it. Yep.
Now that's the carry. Trying to get it there, and it's A.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Sorry, Trace. My fault.
Not sure. And they'll take responsibility. May have been able to hammer it earlier.
Okay, I thought it was going to be there.
Yeah, they seemed confident it was there.
So it was hard to tell. Yeah.
Top four. We need full four.
Still sliding.
At that point in time.
It's really close.
See, at that point in time, maybe
Close. Right here. Full
instead
four.
of this sliding, maybe they'd brushed it a little earlier, but it's a judgment thing, obviously.
Well, especially when you've just, I'm going to defend brushers here, especially when you've just seen your opponent get on it early and it seemed to really slide. So you're thinking, what's our tolerance? We don't want to jump it. And you heard Liz say, if you jump it early, it stays out there. So you're battling all these things and you're doing your best.
Yeah, for here. I don't want to ever be here. Like we could go right here.
Yeah, you just made it, yeah. I just worry if we ever really hit, like if we're still a little high, she can probably still blast it and get it. Where I guess, yeah, here, we can pretty much be here, here, here. Anywhere here is okay.
Yeah.
It's just 3. Yeah.
And that's drop for 3.
Even if you're...
Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, like a soft waiter, yeah.
Yeah. It's a bunch. But I think they're both precise.
Yeah.
But we know both of them, so...
Yeah.
I don't really see anything
You want to call
else,
timeout, or?
unless you notice that. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh, yeah, that's there too.
But she always has this for.
Yeah.
Can she make it for?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Probably only for
But if we
3.
stick it.
Yeah.
Are they 1, 2, 3 right now?
Yeah.
Or
1, 2.
1 and 2.
You might,
want to call time?
these are close.
Sure.
Yeah.
Time.
Timeout.
So in danger of giving up another 3 here in 5. So Team Canada calling a timeout, and we'll
Because it kills that
see
one.
Reed for others.
Oh, you'd have to play the middle ones. Try and get these.
Yeah.
I think the discussion on either draw is out-turn or in-turn.
This.
I think the angle was better on the out-turn
not
draw,
bad.
but she just threw the in.
I think this one actually will stick here. It's too hard to get it enough. Yeah.
Okay, so shots the draw, it's just a matter of which way.
Yeah.
What's that?
The shot's the
Shots
draw.
the draw, just a matter of which
Yeah.
way. Who's a day or 2?
2.
Yeah.
It's
three
close?
Close for 3.
Oh, okay. Okay. My first,
Well, it's even close for second.
it's pretty
but-
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first gut was the in-turn because you just played it, but
Yeah.
the out does move enough that you could play it. Can you be to the, like, 2/3 of the 8 on the out turn and be second?
Well, the only
No.
thing is if we're right here, she just smokes it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it-
And both
Yeah.
of them are gone.
Yeah.
True. So I'm thinking the ins are call, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could never get like here. Could I?
You could.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
could.
that's a shot.
You just get a quarter under, and
Yeah.
even Yeah. if you're edge on edge. we with don't
Okay.
even have to be buried.
That's a very
Yeah.
good shot as well.
Yeah.
Whichever one we think we know the best.
Yeah, like I've thrown this, I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take some ice and sweep it in there.
Okay.
Okay. So just behind T?
Yeah.
Even T line, I think.
The only
Yeah,
risk
yeah.
with this side is if you ever
Yeah,
came
that's true.
there,
T-line or
because
hair deep is
then they
high
just
there.
play
You just
this,
don't want to be full top button.
and it's a big end.
Yeah.
But
Inside.
the advantage with playing this out-turn way is you could potentially even get shot. You get into there, she can't do anything with it. You play any kind of run on it, and it's going back onto that.
And going back to what we talked about earlier about paths, the majority of the paths
Right here.
and stones
Yeah,
this
you know
time
here.
has been on the right side as we look at it. That's the in turn. This is the out turn, and it has sat now for almost an entire end.
Yeah, and it could be a little different speed. You're right. I think you have more room for error on this out-turn side. You have some options, whereas the in-turn, pretty straight as you can see, and you have to get right to the nose of your yellow.
And look where the brush is. So to the edge of the button where they want to go, so you're talking just about 5.5 feet.
Line's good. Line's good.
Line's good.
Where?
Top
Close,
four,
top
top
4. Yeah. Yeah, line.
So much pressure
Yep, we get
on
4.
Burchard. On the right, Mayer out in front,
T-line.
just to the edge of the button. Now they got to go. You don't want to leave it. Don't leave it there. Don't leave it there. Get it there. Oh, brilliant.
That way, girl. Good call, Val.
That was the only side she could get shot from, and she does.
Good job, girl. Way to stick with it and stick to your guns. Good job. I thought it was
That
getting
is
better.
just too good. And so well judged by these two.
Easy, easy. Yep, right. Nice. Beauty. Got it, girl. Right where we wanted it to be. Got it under just enough. That makes it hard for them. Yeah. They've got to be close.
I think the pick is probably easiest shot for 2, but
Like for 2.
yeah.
What are you seeing, Trace?
I don't know.
I don't mind
So-
bump or hack or whatever you're seeing too.
So
though.
you're thinking hack and just graze this one and try to get it past that one?
Yeah, I'm thinking get to as close as nose as possible and try to get it to here.
And you're trying to count with the
Keep her
shooter.
in
the shooter?
Trying to count with the shooter.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you're
Or
seeing.
just throw peel
Or
at
so
it.
Yeah.
peel. Yeah, whatever you're seeing.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering if you ever just tick that 6 if it like gets the yellow to go a hair.
I don't think so. We'll lose our 6.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever
mind
you're
a
seeing.
timeout.
Oh, yeah.
I like a
There's
timeout.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, I just want a bit more time.
Do we know the line for bump hack-ish? Like, do we have
Yeah,
a
it'll
So we'll bring
move in.
Sherry Madon to the ice.
Automatically? Like even
Yeah,
with
get
bump?
real
Well, we
tight
were
to
wondering
this.
if we
We're wondering
graze.
if we
If it's
get
just
real tight
easier.
to it.
Okay.
Are you
Is
thinking
there
just
anything with the intern with hack to the 3?
Like, yeah, this 3.
Well, that's
don't know if you're-
probably just for 2 though at that point, right? So we could just pick it.
How does this look with peel? Like for
That
2?
was my first thought,
Yeah.
rather than something soft.
Yeah. 2's good here, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two is
Exactly.
great. That's why
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
Yeah.
that the peel
Unless
might
Are
be
we
your
sure
easiest
we're
shot.
shot at the top here, though? It's close.
Yeah, I don't mind either option though. So I don't see anything on the 3 here. I don't think it'll.
I just think softer weight
I
is
just
a
don't
little
want to
bit
get
tougher.
too greedy. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I think we're 2.
Okay, let's throw peel then.
okay, you got it, Trace.
Let's just get rid of it.
Got it.
I think if
Do
they're
much with
confident they're
peel
two,
No, this is
then
that
the peel's the
straighter
right
side
call
that
on this yellow
everyone
one.
was staying straight.
Yeah.
And easier to call it with peel weight. What a great shot by Carrie.
Shouldn't do much here, hey Trace?
It'll come up a hair, I think.
Okay.
I thought both of those timeouts were really good. Reed coming out and just going, okay, it's the draw shot, because you started to hear Carrie looking at angles, and that's
you got her.
sometimes where she gets into trouble.
it.
And with Sherry Madon, I think the confidence that Tracy needed to hear was the kind of weight for the shot.
Yeah, anything soft creates or potentially more problems. It's an upweight kind of shot. Final stone after a wonderful, wonderful draw
Queen.
by Carrie Einarson.
Whoa.
Go!
Final stone. Gonna get over. Help it over. Liz Fife, what do you got? Gonna touch it? Sure do. And punch it
good
away. So one for sure. Now you have a look. And I think you might want to put a stick here. Have a measure.
Whoa. Sorry.
So
Nice
Val
shot, Trace.
Sweeting calling the measure. What's your first
Stand right.
thought here?
Oh, you're putting me on the
Yeah.
spot. I think red too. I'll go with red.
I'm going yellow.
Go on yellow. You just like to be different.
No, I just think it's.
I think it's yellow.
Thank you.
It's
Oh.
like very close.
No, we were trying to figure out if it was like 3. Yeah.
That was a good shot she made. Is it close?
So right now we've got a tie game. Team Fleury does have one in their pocket. Go from the Fleury stone to Team Canada.
Broken.
Almost all the way around. Here we go.
This is like all the way around.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. What do you got? Oh, there you go. It is red. And Fleury will pick up 2.
Okay, it's fifth in.
And that will give them the lead going to the break. I still think it was 1. It's 2 for Fleury.
The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
St. Patrick's High School, their former principal, Kim Asmundsen, does this snowshoe art, and done in the field, Scotties logo, wonderful. And there is one further out of town in Schreiber, whereas you're flying in, was there about a year ago he did it, so people would be flying into the Thunder Bay Airport and they would get a look at the logo and know that the Scotties was coming to Thunder Bay, where we've had a wonderful week and seen some great shots.
Okay, you got it, Joe. Just trust it. Just trust it, Joe. You got it. Tuck in the elbow.
To make this shot, you have to throw a lot of weight, but with the weight comes the risk that you wind up going around the horn, you move the red, and then you only count one. If the risk is that you're going to play it with quiet weight, you might just throw it away and say, we're going to take our 2 and be 4 up playing 9.
Here we go. We'll get a possible 3. Colton trying to hold it there. Bang, bang, up, coming back. Oh, wonderful shot for 3.
Wow. What a wonderful shot.
Joanne Rizzo.
Good call, okay.
To get themselves right back in it going to the break. The chance is there for Nova Scotia. Baxter, hold it up, run it back, and away they go, and put them on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
The AGI Top Shots brought to you by AGI, and you can vote on your top shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. The AGI Top Shots. Sarit Carruthers, a chat with Skip Carey Einarson as we check the numbers after 5-4 Team Fleury.
Well, 3 seem to be it, but Kristen McCush in that third end starts it off, sets up so well, and then Tracy has that nice draw for her 3. And then we just saw it in the 5th. That Einarson out-turn draw to sit shot, avoids another 3-ender, and then Tracy Fleury makes a great out-turn pick. You got 2 skips that are having to make some pretty tough shots to keep their numbers up.
And in particular, when you think about Einarson was in just the high 60s with her draw weight. They lead it by 1. Winner moves on. The loser goes home as we take another look at this wonderful snowshoe art here in Thunder Bay.
Coming into this, if you asked anyone, they probably wouldn't say our team and Andrea Crawford's team in the 1-2 game, but that's curling, and I think they're obviously playing really well. I mean, they were number 2 in our pool, and I think this is just their breakthrough year to get to the playoffs, and, you know, I'm excited to play them again.
They're a great team. They're good shot makers up the line, and Krista's also a really clutch player herself, so it's just going to be important for us to be really precise with our shots out there and just trusting the process that we took to get here and just, you know, relying on that to be confident.
And in some respects, most unlikely 1-2 page playoff. Yes, breakthrough year for Krista McCarville out of Northern Ontario, has been close before, having lost a final, and that was back in 16. Andrea Crawford trying to make the final for the first time since 1991 for New Brunswick. And Heidi Hanlon trying to win their first provincial national championship since Mabel DeWare 1963. And Kathy, Krista McCarville's goal, of course, was first to get to the 1-2, and they've done that.
Well, they have. They've come through the 3-4 before, and it's not worked. And as you said, we're not really surprised to see Krista McCarville winning silver and bronze before, and 2 bronze medals from the Canadian curling trials. But Andrea Crawford, well, there's a lot of sport betting sites that you could predict who you thought might come out of this and win this Scotties. Going in, Andrea Crawford was 67 to 1 odds, so not a lot of people thinking that she would do all that well. When you woke up this morning, you see that she is just over 2 to 1 odds. In fact, it was only Newfoundland, Labrador, Nunavut, and Yukon that were predicted to be longer odds. Their numbers may not be the best at all categories, but Andrea has found the way to make the right shot at the right time, and that's why she's in the game tonight.
And early advantage. They both come out of Pool A, and Crawford in New Brunswick with a 6-2 record, 5-3 for Northern Ontario. So choice of stones, yellow for New Brunswick, and they've also going to get the last rock in that first end. So that's our 1-2 page playoff when we join you this evening. Right now it's the 3-4 page of have to win it to move on. And here we go to the 6th, and it is 5-4. Wild card Fleury leading. Team Canada with last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Well, and you see those two yellows coming in on the left. One was thrown there. The other one was a tick shot by Shannon Burchard on a center guard to roll there. Now opportunity to use it. This team, Canada, they play the tick a lot, and they use it to get corner guards, and they also use it to try to get in behind those corner guards off anything thrown tight.
Got it. Wait's good. Wait's great.
Liz fight.
Yes! You gotta go!
Wait's great. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
Unexpected to curl like
Didn't
that.
know.
Now you look at the house for Team Canada because of those ticks, and then
nice.
Burchard made a good peel.
Yeah, but
It's open down the middle, and you've got corners.
Yeah.
Not a lot of risk.
I don't mind the nose.
Could flop a little because the double jam on that winner.
think so.
Okay. Okay. You got it. Bring on the nose, Val. Weight's good.
10-5. Clean.
I like the weight.
Clean.
Yep.
10-5.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yep.
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 Hard.
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 Hard. Very good.
Nice
Nice.
shot. That's good.
Good sweep. Thanks. Good, Val.
Do you like the same weight? Huh?
Not a lot of choice here. You could hit the top yellow one. But I think you're going to see Team Canada then loop around, set another one behind those corners. So making a play on shot stone.
That's more weight. Yep.
Try and roll it behind yellow.
Yep. Oh, yes. Weight's great. Yes.
One more time, Fife trying to hold it up here as it really starts to go at those corners. Really starts to go at those corners. Really going. And makes contact, will roll over and sit top 4.
Less weight even.
Well, it's curling day in Canada, and coming up, we'll hear from both Brad Gushu and Jennifer Jones, as well as a grade 4 class in Calgary that was introduced to the Egg Farmers Rocks and Rings as they learn to curl. So we hope you'll join us. That's at 5 Eastern time, curling day in Canada.
Shannon.
Go, 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 go.
Easy. Roll it. Easy. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, look at that.
Lovely. Very nice. Very, very nice. Val Sweeting.
Great brushing. Really nice. Whew. Beauty. Good call. Great shot. That was.
Nothing to see either, is there?
No, that is sunk.
Okay, seeing the double.
Yeah.
We might have to watch the side.
There's not a lot of options here for Tracy. Try and play that thin out-turn double.
Okay, follow the jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have to spill it.
Okay, peel, Trace?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it.
Yeah, so being made aware, of course, that red stone you see there at 3 o'clock in the 12 foot, that's a stone is a little bit of a catcher here that may present a problem.
Yeah, it's a potential jam depending how you hit this one. I think thin enough it goes over the top.
Peel.
All the game's coming down to just one shot.
Whoa!
Selena Negevan saying to us earlier.
Watch the
got
side.
something. Oh dear, and now just touches it over. And they're sitting two.
Oh, didn't do anything. No, I felt close. Yeah. Sorry.
That's why I just needed less.
So yeah.
It's been a couple times that same conversation, just icing. She's over-iced herself a couple times.
Okay, this will probably react like a wing spot, so it will be.
Is that
not
from
bad.
lack of
Yeah, I think
reps this
15,
week?
15,
This is only game 3 for
Mhm.
Tracy Fleury, or is it just a misread?
No, I think it can be really from lack of being out here and seeing all those shots over and over again and starting to get a sense of what they'll do with
Oh, yeah,
big
you're right.
weight or
This is-
down
yeah,
weight.
that's way straighter.
Yeah, we're probably better
Yeah, right there
to
is
be
good.
there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I think that should be good.
It's pretty nice here.
Yeah, the
So we're
speed.
thinking like a
15 should be close.
Hanging onto the
15,
fence, not
yeah,
bad.
yeah, I think so. 15 is
Okay.
You see the thinking time
okay. Close for
ticking
back eight.
down. Both
Back
teams
eight.
have used
Back four, back
one
eight.
of their 2 timeouts.
Really nice.
You start with 38
We can
minutes
wait.
of thinking
It needs to
time.
cross. We're heavy until it crosses. Get over there.
There it goes.
Just back eight.
There we
go.
Okay, just here.
Oh, easy. Still sliding. Nice.
Yep,
Oh, you're right.
back eight, guys.
Still close, Shannon. Still close, Shannon. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa. There.
Shannon. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good. Nice. Good call, Val. Really good.
Stop for them.
Got away. Good. Yeah. Good spot.
Yeah, it had to be back 8. You could have left a double, hit and roll behind the corners.
I'm glad I took less ice.
Play this intern double and see if you can hold them to 2 this end.
2/3 of peel.
Okay.
The double.
Follow the back one.
Yeah. Okay, Trace, you got it.
Team Canada has already put a 3 on the board. That came in the 4th.
Yep. Come on.
McCush, fight, urging each other on.
Yep.
Negevan calling line, 1, 2, come across, and then gearing away. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Now you're looking at a 4.
Geez, with that kind of weight, I'm quite surprised.
Sorry, Selena.
Yeah, they were out of it, right out of her hands, so definitely tight.
And if we get the bonus, we get the bonus. Bigger than the other way. Yeah. All right, Kara. Here we go. Kind of wait.
A 10? Do you like that ice of a 10?
Yeah, I think so. Anywhere high is good.
I think it's gonna hold here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Clean it. Too
10.
close. Yep. Hard.
Yep. Hard.
Final stone, looking at 4 here.
Whoa.
Need to
Clean.
avoid a jam. There it is. Now sit down, and there it is. For 4, Team Canada, for the 14th time in the event, scoring 3 or more.
I know, I'm sliding tight. I was like, don't set it too much.
Yeah. We talk about this Team Canada and their ability to score the big numbers. A 3.
It's out there.
And now a 4.
Top 12.
It's amazing to think. 14 times, 3 or more.
Where are we? Top 12. Really tight. Line's great.
Well, and that last end was perfect by Team Canada. The ticks they made to open it up.
Nice.
The come around Val made. And no mistake on the hits. And then Tracy, I thought she threw her first one really, really well. I was right behind. I think just a little tighter ice. And then you're chasing a double on your next one.
Needs to curl a little.
So Team Wildcard has the last rock, playing the Redstones down by 3.
A little deeper.
Must win for both these teams.
Curl a little bit. Or just past the logo. Do you want me to go? Curl? Yeah, go a little bit. Right over. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
The winner will advance to the semifinal tomorrow
Good.
against the loser of tonight's 1-2 page playoff.
Okay, good spot. Okay, this spot will be really nice. Okay.
You see this call a
Slow
lot
curl.
now when teams get up in 5 rock. Rather than throwing another center guard, they're actually coming around to choke off any opportunity for Team Fleury to come around their corners.
2, 3.
And then you start peeling.
Okay, weight's really
3.
good. Line's nice. Has to curl a
Halfway.
bit. 3.
Oh, no, you're right.
Got it
3.
to work if you can.
It's got to curl. It's always Val.
Val's rock.
Okay. Hard, Val,
We're
gotta
at
go.
3. We're really
Hard,
tight.
Val, gotta go.
Might
Hard.
even be 2 R's.
Hard.
Keep going.
Yep, yep.
Yep,
Keep
a little
pulling.
bit deep. We're just.
We don't want to leave them the double and roll on.
That works. That's good.
Another hook if you can get in there, Team Fleury.
I think they're okay with that because now you see, Vic, they can't play
That's
the
good,
in-turn
Shannon.
draw around those corners.
Okay. I like the out turn. Okay. So you're just trying to cross a little.
Okay.
Cute.
It's a lot straighter, that last one, than we'd seen. It seemed to hang the line quite a bit.
Yep. Close. Yep. Close. Close. Yep. Yep. No roll. Sit, sit, sit. Good, Liz. Nice shot. Good, Liz. It might come here.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you okay? Can I try and play the thin into the side one then?
What's that?
Do you want me to try and play into the side one then?
What side one?
Oh,
That
boy.
one. That one.
That's
No.
really thin.
Okay.
This will just sit here.
Okay, let's do it. In turn? What side one?
Yeah.
Okay.
She must not be worried. Okay, you got it. One's good here.
Yeah, let's go, Shannon.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard, really hard.
Here. And runs everything by, opens everything up. So going to be making it very tough now on
Nice,
Team
Shannon.
Fleury to hide anything, get anything going.
Oh, and missed that one shot stone on the 4-foot. That helps. But leaves a corner up. At this point, Fleury's, they don't, it doesn't matter what color that corner is, they're going around it.
Gonna work a little. I think it's room. Line's good. You got some room though. Room. Okay, line will be close. Yep. Line's good. Yep. 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 You gotta go. Hard. Hard. You gotta go. Go, 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 go. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice shot. What was that, Trish? 15-5.
Good sweep.
Okay. Can I have a little less? Sure.
Yep. 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 Hard. Hard.
Val Sweeting.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Watch this jam now. If it's there, bang, we'll get one, backs
right
it up.
over,
Oh,
right
it
over.
almost follows. And
Yeah. Okay, good.
Here he stays underneath that center guard.
That works really well.
Just gets a perfect center guard out of it, covering shot stone.
Just careful
Good.
with it.
It's okay.
And I knew I could
You knew you could
air
come off
that
Look
way.
at that.
Really nice.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally buried.
You got it.
Hey, weight's close.
all there. You're all there.
Back 4.
Okay.
Back 8.
It's really running
Get
it.
close for the rub. No, it's not even close.
We're back.
Back 12.
Yeah. Just snows again. Okay, Selena. Okay.
Okay.
They're just playing this anyway.
Okay. So even if we just roll a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even nose isn't terrible. Yeah.
Throw here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure I
something we
would
can
buy
use later.
into rolling right to the forefoot because you're going to be almost back 4 foot and you could set up a little bit of a pocket, but sitting right here and you can use it if they
It's
make
good
any
though.
kind of a great come around.
10-5. Yep.
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 Yep. Whoa. No.
10. Hard for nose, Shannon.
Hard.
Yep, Shannon.
Hard.
Weight's good. Okay, that's good. That's okay. We can still use that.
Yeah, it's better than a big roll,
Yeah,
I
sorry,
think.
your weight was fine. That's all right. Still usable.
Okay.
You know
Got
it.
her.
Close.
Okay,
Weight's
good.
close. Top 4.
Still there.
T-line.
Grab room.
Back T.
Okay, lots of line. Line's good.
T-line. T-line.
Yep.
Hard line. T.
Hard, Kristen. You gotta go.
Weight's great.
If you can get this around, this could look very good. No.
Wait, was really good?
Yeah.
Oh, the weight was perfect.
Great weight.
Your weight was great. Good weight.
Oh, what's that, Trace? 14.9.
Okay.
Great throw, yeah. Nice weight. It dove, eh?
Yeah, one side this.
Okay. Bumper?
Okay. You got it. Seen a few of mine here.
Yeah.
Just trying to cross face here slightly. And the only shot I think Tracy has is that in-turn draw.
Small piece of real estate.
Is it ever? And we saw that a few ends ago, Kathy, where it was pretty straight on the in-turn too. Not like this out.
Up.
Well, this was the
Lots of weight.
this was the going away. Isn't this where
Really good. Nice.
closes it off? Isn't this where Einarson drew to the edge of the button on the tee line, made that wonderful draw?
On the out turn, yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice down
I know, I
that side
wanted
and
the
it
bucket.
curls nice.
That's good. Yeah.
In some trouble,
Let me
to
draw
be
around.
sure. Without,
Just the hit and roll. She just has
with
this
last rock,
flash,
but sitting 4 on Team Canada after they
draw?
just put a 4
with
on
the
the
roll?
board.
You like that, Liz? The hit and roll? The hit and roll? Yeah, you can just draw there. Yeah.
No,
Higher percentage
But,
shot
with the
play
hit
in
roll,
the
I feel like
draw.
we could probably get a better outcome. Like we can't. I don't think we can bury with the draw here because if we overroll it all, or like here, it's either follows or slashes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's make the roll then.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. 10-5.
I like it.
Okay.
They're going to try the hit and roll here, and I think the reasoning behind it is because of the angle they can get on it. You play that draw, and you're probably not going to be able to bury it because it's a little straighter. This, you can actually get the roll to the spot you want that you can't draw to.
We'll make it 10-5.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's get the roll in there.
Yeah.
You got it, Trace.
Selena Negovin holding the brush, just glancing to her left, looking for the landing spot. Hit and roll.
11.
Tracy Fleury in her first.
Whoa. A little quiet. Kristen. No, Kristen.
McCush.
Anything?
And nothing.
Okay. Nice wait.
Good wait, Trace.
Okay, Trace.
I thought it might come up a little bit.
That's an interesting thought. Do you make the play on the red stone, or you just block the path? Because what you could really open things up for her.
Well, or if you don't roll, then you do give her an out to play that draw down there and potentially get shot. You need to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
I like the roll. I think they've seen this spot enough times.
We don't need to leave theirs around. Yeah.
Or do we just draw and tap ours a hair, and then how does she ever come off of
I think
that?
she's playing off of it no matter what we do.
Yeah, like she can still come off of it a little thin off the back.
Yeah.
If you flop her hair, she
doesn't
nothing
have it
into the
anymore.
middle,
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what she has if you flop a hair. I don't even
right.
think the tap
Just a
on the
rock
red
flop. You
for
got it
shot
there.
is there. No. On the left as you look at it.
Okay, just 10-5 even.
10,
10-5.
Shannon.
Hard,
Hard, Shannon,
weight's
gotta
good.
go. Hard.
Weight's good.
Burchard.
Gotta go hard.
And won't.
Okay.
Very straight down that spot.
So still sitting 4.
Yeah.
This Einarson team, the highest scoring team per game,
That's okay, Carrie.
8.4
Yeah.
points per
Yeah.
game. So they're right on average now, just a little shy.
I think we just could have.
Wild card at 7.8.
Tight ice it.
Team Canada has scored 84 points overall. Fleury 75. The interesting team is the Territory scored 73 points in their games here. That was a wonderful week for the team from Yellowknife. Carrie Galusha.
She's an aggressive skip. Makes sense. A lot of rocks in play.
Yeah.
You got it.
You need to just brush this to T-line and hope you get the curl to get a piece of the button. Even to cut them down gives you a chance.
Facing 4. Final stone, trailing 8-5.
T-line.
Game may just be decided right now. Tracy Fleury.
T.
Liz Fife on the left. McCush on the right.
It's running.
Negovin calling line. It's running, they say. So they have backed right off now. Try to help it. Maybe a little rub. Did they leave it late? And play to the back one and sit. Don't roll away. And they're going to give up a steal of 2.
Sorry, Trace. Should have called for the check.
There comes a time in a team's career, a breakthrough moment. I think this may be it.
Never, 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 never.
Right to the brush, right to T-line. Let it settle. Oh, it just fudged up at the back of the 4. Just touch it. Just get over a little bit more. You have one. Can you just save this and touch it? Get it over. Touch it. Oh! What a shot. Harry Einarson to the 4-foot for the win. Needs to stop here. They need the 4-foot. Going a little more, and it will go too far. They need that 4-foot. They need the 4. You got a second chance. Make the most of it. Canada, say hello to your new champions from Manitoba. Yeah, what a run when you think of it. No 19, of course. Didn't make it there, but two-time defending champions. And looking very positive here in this must-win against Team Wildcard and Tracy Fleury. The winner of this one moves on to the semifinal tomorrow. Coming up this evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, the 1-2 page playoff. Northern Ontario, Krista McCarville from right here in Thunder Bay and the Fort William Curling Club against New Brunswick. Andrea Crawford out of Fredericton. The winner through to Sunday's final. The loser will get that all-important second chance against the winner of this one in the semi.
That's good. Nice, Shannon. Good. Good judge.
Well, it had been a game of opportunities
Yeah, just try to move
by both teams. Back and forth, letting each other off the hook now and then, but that sixth then by Team Canada, I think it was 100% end for them.
Okay, the speed's nice here.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Hack.
You got it.
A little light.
Back 12.
Okay, well,
Liz Fife.
Yep.
Little light out of her hand, she thinks.
Yep. Whoa.
Back 12. Back line.
Yep.
Back line.
Yep. Yep.
Really breaking towards the center line. Tap them back, leave them there, junk things up a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to even remove anything. That's perfect. You're just moving them around, trying to get them behind the tee line and build up a little bit of a wall.
Trying to get them both, are they?
Well, one for sure. They can come off the back of that right-hand one, which would be a huge bonus.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Shannon Burchard got one, does, and then underneath.
That's right. Double was never done. Yeah. Nice.
Stay there. Can you get through here with tap weight and just like a little tap roll?
Ugh.
Tap. With like back line?
You could tap your redstone back to the right as we're looking at it and even roll your shooter.
You can tap that into the pocket too.
Yeah, that looks a little easier to me. Same shot, pretty much.
So just like back four, just tap it into the pocket.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think that was, like back 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back line.
That's
I'll give you a little less, but pretty much same.
so you know the shot. If you call it and the thrower goes, ugh, that's
Odds
not
aren't good.
No, odds aren't good. No.
You hope the skip doesn't hear that.
No, please don't ask again.
Okay, line's
But I do think that for Liz, sometimes it looks different from one end to the other. Liz is sitting in the hack and not seeing much of what Tracy's asking her to. And to suggest something else that she's going to make is the biggest objective.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Nice shot, Liz. Atta girl, great shot.
Beauty, Liz.
Just perfect.
High. That a girl?
Good.
Really good.
Sweet.
It will take 2 shots to remove shot stone now. Just perfect to get that freeze tap angle.
No. Whoa. Close. Stay close. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, hard. Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yes.
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 Double hit. Double hit it. Okay. That's okay.
Go around the corner?
It like double. It's okay. You got.
It did double
That's a good
hit.
shot out of the way there.
That's why the Rockville hit didn't go out of the rings.
So.
Just bumper.
Okay, let's make the roll.
Yeah.
You got it.
I should curl a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit on the line, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
weight's
Weight's
good.
good.
Yep. Really
Weight's
gotta
great.
go. Hard. Hard. You really gotta go. Hard. You got it.
To that line and trying to hold it. Watch out now.
Okay.
And they'll leave their own shooter there, center line. They are shot rock, Tracy Fleury. trying to scratch here. Down by 5, playing 8.
Would have loved that roll to the right underneath that red.
If we roll over there.
Either that or you kill this one, but that's kind of scary.
Yeah, don't have a ton of air.
I think I like this, just roll a rock.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah,
roll
like
edge on edge.
you'll have more room.
Yeah.
To make come off that one.
All right.
Bumper?
Okay. Yep.
You don't want to roll more than a rock. You don't want to leave any kind of backing. It'll roll deeper behind the tee and behind the corner.
Reach, go. Whoa. Roll up.
Val Sweeting.
Max.
Whoa.
And late licks.
Good.
And roll it over.
Good. Sitting 2 is good. What'd you get on that?
10-6.
Okay, yeah. Good, Val.
Carrie will have a double off that.
Yeah.
Go there.
Okay.
Okay, so 15, I think?
Yeah.
You got it.
What did her last hand, that top 4?
Straight freeze.
Close to a 15, yep.
Yeah, I can't remember, sorry.
Okay, weight's
Close.
good.
Not a huge extension.
T-line.
T's good.
T.
Sliding nice.
Okay, weight's
down a little
close.
more.
There it goes. Still T.
Lots of curl.
Okay, still T.
That's pretty good. Right to it.
We're to it.
Still needs to curl.
We're to it.
No tap. No tap.
No, we're to it. All there. No. Nice shots, Lena.
15.
Must have.
Like,
Yeah.
Gotta have something here now, Fleury.
still sliding.
Yeah, that did not finish like
really good weight.
they had
Yeah.
hoped. Great weight by Selena.
Great shot.
I guess
15, yeah.
she probably freezes.
Yeah, okay. So you just loosen it. Yeah, I'd like to loosen it a hair. Just
Yeah, okay.
So tap it a hair high to stay shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like
I think
right
so.
there?
Just give ourselves a little bit more room. Yeah, it's a
Just-
little snug
yeah.
to play the outside. You got it. I think if we're trying to unlock it, like, we'll see what she says. but I think
That +9 is so
I like
impressive. That
15,
means Val's
'cause I think
outplayed
anymore it
her
might run.
opposing third by 5% or better every game.
Yeah, okay. Thinking like a 15 here. Yeah,
15?
that should-
Nice wing
that
speed.
should just unlock it.
15.
Okay, back 8, back 4.
You think it's back?
Back 4, back 4.
T line, I think we're T.
Line's good.
T.
Yep. Whoa.
Back 4.
Wait, Ollie.
Back 4. Back 4, back 8.
Wait,
Good for the
Ollie.
tap. Back 4, back 8. Okay, Brianne? Brianne, go.
Yep, hard.
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 You're close.
Really hard.
Keep
Hey
going.
here.
Oh!
Get it across.
Hard.
Now watch that rub and roll.
Okay. Weight was really nice. Shoot.
Well, congratulations to the entire Team Canada. They are your first team All-Stars. Right through the lineup. Winning 8 straight in round robin. Team Canada, first team All-Stars here at the Scotties in Thunder Bay.
Just an exceptional week. Number
Shoot, the
one
weight was
at every
perfect.
position and every stat.
Yeah, I think that's what we have right now.
10? Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Yeah, Jace.
Side one to try to bring in that one into play. But.
Yeah. 10. Okay.
Okay.
Does this look like max?
It does. Yeah.
This max, Trace?
Is this max
Well,
ice?
we're trying to roll a little bit that way. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do you want we can take a little less, just a little less, Lena.
All right, you got it.
Fife McCush all the way in, and no roll sit right there, but they are sitting 2.
What was it? 9-5 or 10-5?
Did you say 9-5?
10-5.
The second team All-Stars includes Selena Negevin as the skip, and of course she threw for 7 games, the 4th stone for Tracy Fleury while she was in COVID protocol. Congratulations to Sarah Wilkes, Ashley Sipola from Northern Ontario, and Carrie Galuja at the lead.
Nose is pretty close, I think.
Yeah, nose, she shouldn't be able
Yeah.
to play like
Or
tight
even,
enough.
yeah, because even if I rolled here, she's got this, but it goes into there. So I think if we roll a hair, it's not too bad. But nose.
Okay.
Okay. Bumper.
I think the roll to the left.
I like nose.
It
I think
would leave a
I think
yellow
they're just
double
looking-
off the
they're just
left-hand
making
one
sure
that
we're
we're
not
looking
doing
at, but I
something
think then it
Yeah.
would go directly into this red stone on the side of the forefoot.
You could flop a hair under. It's not terrible.
Okay, if we have the flop, take
Yeah.
it. Okay.
All right, you got it.
I think the goal is nose.
Okay, let's do it.
If it hangs, we could roll just a hair.
Well, you're up by 5.
Just let us know.
How often do you say, look at the scoreboard? You'd give up 2 here, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, no question.
10,
10,
10.
10.
Final stone for
Yep.
Carrie Einarson
10.
here in 8.
Lots.
Hard, Shannon. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
And we'll roll it to the corner. Spin that little bit too far. It appears that Shot Rock is the Fleury stone T-line.
Yeah, no worries.
Edge of the button at 3 o'clock.
That's good.
That's pretty
Or
good.
end of the forefoot, pardon me.
No chance for anything more than a 2.
That works.
Yeah. 10.
That work?
Just too big.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's a 15.
Yeah, we haven't played this path for a while.
No, I think that it's close.
It's interesting to note. So Einarson picks up the plus if you out-curl your opponent
I like that, Trace.
by 5 percentage points or more. They give you a plus.
Got it.
Difficult day again for Tracy Fleury. 70 today. Yesterday, she was 64. And for Selena Negevin, today she was 68 or is 68. Last night, 63. So back-to-back off games. The player numbers brought to you by New Holland.
Close. Yeah.
Proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Top.
Can be a lot of difficult shots that you're facing too that pushes that down.
T-line. Really gotta go, guys. Really gotta go.
Feel. And not today. And 1 it is. Einarson, Team Canada, in control. It's so nice to see some people here at Fort William Gardens for the championship weekend of this year's Scotties. Some 350 volunteers invited who would have normally worked the event, and about 50 top juniors. I expect most, if not all, will be here tonight when Krista McCarville takes the ice against New Brunswick and Andrea Crawford, 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep.
Win and you're in. This is the 3-4 page playoff. Team Canada up by 4. They once again have Last Rock playing the Yellowstones here in 9.
Nice. Sit down. Good.
Lovely.
Oh, 2 great ticks by Brienne.
Brienne Mayer.
Good job, guys. Yeah, I was worried. I was like, we can't tick into it.
Liz Fife.
Should be all there, I think.
1.5.
Just as high as you can, 1.5.
Not too tight.
Your line's good.
It's good.
It's curling now.
It really comes down.
Line's
Just a
nice.
1. Good. Good. Good girl. Good shot. Nice throw, Liz.
Sweet.
Shannon Burchard.
Okay. Clean. Whoa. No, off. Clean. Off. Good. Nice. Good.
Nice job.
Thanks.
One and a half.
A lot of work left for Team Fleury, but if you can get a couple guards up there, maybe make Carrie look at a couple on her last. She hasn't thrown a draw for a while. They've been hitting because they were up, so that's
A little deeper.
all you can do. Just keep throwing them up, and maybe you get an error somewhere along the line.
1.5.
It's coming down.
1.5. Your line's pretty good. Curl a little. Yep, bit further.
little bit.
Good spot.
Nice throw, Liz.
Yeah, because they're probably.
As long as we're going over top.
Krista McCush.
Yeah, like over top.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Team Canada, you just don't want to help Team Fleury and bounce something in off one of those yellows. So just make sure this is thin.
Clean. Whoa. Little thin right now.
Clean,
Yep.
yep.
Whoa.
Clean.
Okay.
One more time.
Real nice here.
Halfway.
You bet.
1.5. Go there. Get there.
There's a lot of teams that have gone away
2.5.
from the tick shot, I've noticed. And I think a lot of times because you play the tick and you end up
Deeper than
taking
your
away
room,
your
but-
draws because you just get both of them to roll to the 8 foot on either side. And so
tight.
some teams have just decided we're going to go around the centers, and not in this situation when there's such a big lead. But that was the advantage in that sixth end is Team Canada playing that tick. They're one of the teams that has stuck with that as a strategy call that they use. And it's kind of an offensive defensive call. They can roll their shooters in or roll for a second corner and build up an end by doing so.
Yep.
Val Sweeting.
Whoa. Yep.
Mayer, late brush. Watch out.
Great shot.
And gets that. And the ricochet out the back.
That one hit too, yeah.
And one will spin in.
Okay.
Nice one, Val.
Still think 15 through here?
Yeah, I think that's close.
Okay. Okay, weight's close. Line's good. Back 4. T-line. Back 4.
Curl.
Weight's close.
Needs to curl. Gotta curl.
Okay, weight's close.
It's
No,
Liz.
it's backing.
It's Liz's.
All there.
It's coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, line's good. Line's really good.
Line's good. Freeze it.
Now, trying to help this over and put it right on the corner.
Go. Nice shot, Selena. Nice shot.
And it will be the
Sounds like an unnatural move.
shot rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Really
Great weight.
finished up there.
Great shot. 14-7. Perfect. Yep.
Hard.
Easy. Whoa. Yep.
There's a little space.
Good.
And there's the rattle room to get them out.
Nice job, good pair.
I think this Team Canada really, I remember talking to Carrie Einarson last year as she was going into the bubble and, asked what they'd been doing because they hadn't had ice. They, couldn't throw together. And she said that they spent a ton of that time on Zoom analyzing games and looking at what had worked for them and, more importantly, what hadn't worked for them. And I think that is, you see this team coming back, how strong they were in the bubble last year, and then again here, and I think what they learned, the value of that time is really paid off.
Okay, weight's close.
Little light?
I thought so too.
Top 8.
She thought it was light.
Line's good.
Brushers think it may be a little light.
Have room. Okay, weight's close.
Close.
Top, close. Yeah. Top 8. Weight's great.
Whoa.
Okay, T-line almost.
Yeah, curl. Yep, right back. Yep, bury it. Hard, right back. Go, 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 go.
Now can it find its way around? And does. Maybe half a stone. Just slips back to the tee line.
Good as you could do.
Good. Nice throw. Let it go. Thanks. 15.
All right, Kara.
The running.
Yeah. All right. What kind of weight?
Peel.
Okay. Yeah. You got it. Yep. Oh. Yep. Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
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 Yep. Hard. Hard.
Roll the shooter. Roll the shooter. Oh.
And drives it by.
Okay.
Look at where that ended up now. So the shooter ends up covering.
Okay, Kara.
There.
I didn't mind her ice because
Just needed to still.
we'd seen a ton run down that spot pretty straight.
Like that throw. Was that on
Just a smidge, but I thought we could pull it out more than we
Like
did,
it.
so could have used a little bit more ice.
Just a little more, Selena. Guards further over. Okay, Trace.
Wait, you got it.
Same thing. You got it.
Similar.
This was a little less.
Okay, weight's close. Top 8. Top 8.
Might hold a little better.
Weight's good. Top 8. Line's good. Weight's good. Top 8.
That first final loss was at
Top
an
4.
event, a tour event
Top 8.
in Alberta.
Line only. Yep. Top 4.
And they lost the trials, final, of
Here,
course,
good, nice
extra
shot.
and last rock. And then they lost last evening,
Nice throw. Nice throw.
No, two really nice throws by Tracy.
leaving nothing now but a straight draw. Full 8
Nice throw. Thanks.
for a single.
Good shots. 15-2.
Made the most of what they had.
All right, Kara.
Hey guys, so like a 15-2 here?
Yes. Okay. You got it. Just what you know.
9th and 15-2. Ice is holding up so well.
Final stone needing full 8.
A little late, not bad though. You can go early.
Interesting, that draw weight's always been hovering around that 70% mark for the entire game for Carrie Einarson.
Not bad now, Shannon.
Running.
Full 8
Still running, guys.
against a couple.
Really close. Yep. Coming down.
Going to be close.
Kate, we're really good. Nice, good.
And from close to really good
Really good.
for one more here in 9.
Nice speed, Carrie. Perfect shot. Oh. Good game, guys.
And that will be it. Team Canada is going to advance to the semifinal tomorrow. Make the final.
Good bounce back, guys.
11-6.
How's it going?
And so a difficult season really does continue for this Fleury team.
Love you, miss you.
They said they have shed all their tears. When you go back to the trials and then of Manitoba Provincials, then of course COVID striking the team early. First 7 games without their skipper Fleury. And then Team Canada now will move on. And the team from East St. Paul will head home. So Einarson through to tomorrow's semifinal, noon Eastern time, awaiting now the loser of tonight's 1-2 page playoff, New Brunswick and Northern Ontario. And we'll have that this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Curling Day in Canada is coming up. Immediately following our coverage here in Thunder Bay as the Scotties continues on this Saturday.
The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Try soft and strong Purex. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Congratulations from their coach, Reed Carruthers. The best all week, 8 straight wins through round robin, and looking very much the best team in this one. And it's that ability they have to score the big end. Another 3, another 4, so that's 14 times that Team Canada has scored 3 or more points. And yes, there's the difference too. Carrie Einarson looking more comfortable, and Tracy Fleury in their last 2 games struggling since really her return, remembering she missed the first 7 games due to COVID protocol. Game Story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, as Fleury and Selena Negevin face and answer questions from the media. All of it, of course, virtually as they meet them. So we know now that Team Canada has advanced to tomorrow's semi. They await the loser of this one, Andrea Crawford. What a story out of Fredericton against Krista McCarville. The goal was to get to the 1-2. That's goal number 1 met, and they make it through to the final. And we'll have it for you at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Make a note, Curling Day in Canada is coming right up on TSN 1. So stay with us until we join you again tonight at 7 Eastern Time for the 1-2 page playoff. We want to thank Team Fleury for all their cooperation and wish them safe travels. We'll take a break till 7 Eastern Time. Till we join you with more Scotties coverage from here in Thunder Bay on Canada's sports leader, TSN.